Welcome to KMVC News. I'm Ilenia Exposito. Missouri Valley opened the second half of the spring semester with a career fair in the Malcolm Center gym, giving the students a chance to see opportunities that could await them after graduation. Local businesses touting jobs and internships paid a visit to Valley, showing students what is in store for them if they apply and are selected to join them. The fair also had refreshments, business cards, and frisbees. The students were also eligible for a raffle. The Spring Students Research Symposium is now less than 4 weeks away. The submission deadline was March 31st, and part of the submission was a written summation of the project. So, Missouri Valley held a writing workshop because the abstract is often the first thing readers see, and sometimes the only thing they read. A student's research abstract are meant to be 150 to 300 words that marks the project information to the prospective audience. The Students' Research Symposium is open to the public and it's on May 5th. Former head Missouri Valley athletic trainer Vince Federovich was back on campus, speaking to students about life as an athletic trainer for a professional team system. He's working in Major League Baseball's Milwaukee Brewers system as a trainer in the Dominican Republic. Federovich played his college baseball in the Heart of America Athletic Conference with Graceland, where he played 4 years of baseball, studying to be a trainer, getting professional exposure, then coming to Missouri Valley to teach before taking on the role within the Brewers organization. The Missouri Valley men's volleyball team is poised for several program milestones, including the program's first regular season conference championship and #1 seed in the Hard postseason tournament, and its first automatic berth into the NAIA national tournament. All of that is possible if the Vikings stop the Ottawa Braves on the 8th, just a few hours after KMVC News is published. Valley is on the verge of history after winning 16 straight matches, rebounding after an 0-2 start to conference play. The streak now includes a 3-1 win against Clark and a sweep of 8th-ranked Mount Mercy on the 4th and 5th, plus a sweep of Culver Stockton on the 7th. Both Missouri Valley and Missouri Baptist entered the final regular season date with 16-2 records, and the teams split their season series with Valley dropping the first match 3-2 and winning the second 3-1. If Valley and Missouri Baptist finish with identical 17-2 records, or 16-3 if both teams lose, the Vikings win the title on a tiebreaker, having won more sets in the 2 games played against the Spartans. Valley's match against Ottawa on the 8th and all Missouri Valley games of the Hard tournament are available on the Viking Sports Network. Valley's long winning streak and its 20-2 overall records this season comes under the direction of first-year head coach Noah Koreman, and now the team can't stop thinking about the next step to be championship this season. The men's volleyball team are unstoppable. They have found their rhythm and their focus in every match. The Vikings keep earning their #3 ranking in the coaches' poll.
I think the one big thing is just really focusing on, how we play together as a team. There's been times we've struggled where, we face opponents that are also ranked in the top 10, and there might be something, we aren't necessarily the biggest fan of on game day, whether it's, calls that we don't agree with, or maybe we're not playing the best.
The coaching change this year brought a new approach to the team. With tactical adjustments and greater cohesion on the court, the Vikings have proven that they can compete against the best.
Probably just that we stay together as a team, that we help each other, that we communicate with each other, and just have a lot of fun, I think.
The players have taken a step forward by showing better chemistry and determination, thanks to the good performances of key players such as Luca Hassi, Samuel Silfi, or Andrew Bastos. The team keeps moving forward and proving its consistency throughout the season.
Our goals for the next couple of weeks, obviously, kind of extend the winning streak that we're on. The one thing I always come back to, is just determination. Ever since I kind of stepped in, whether it was practice or film, the weight room, they just always kind of seemed really determined to get to that goal of winning a conference championship.
Their offense has become more efficient, with powerful attacks and quick sets that catches their opponents off guard. Defensively, their blocking and coverage have made it difficult for the opposite teams.
Every win is important. We need every win. Go win the next game. Game by game, step by step.
With the conference tournament around the corner, the team knows their goals and how to keep the momentum going and earn the host spot for a shot at the Hard Athletic Conference title. Again, the Vikings play on the 8th. That's tonight as KMVC airs at 7 inside the Barnes Athletic Complex against Ottawa. It is their last conference game before the Hard tournament. The Vikings have earned home court advantage in the quarters and semis. Those games are the 12th and 16th in the Viking advance. The Missouri Valley cheer team finished in 9th place at the NAIA National Championship, ending with a composite score of 87.83. San Ambrose won the cheer title for the third consecutive year with a 97.95 score. Fellow Herd Conference member Grandview had a 12th place finish. The Vikings now have 8 top 10 finishes at the National Championship. Missouri Valley Cheer not only walked away with a 9th place finish, but also put 2 athletes in the 2025 NAIA Competitive Cheer All-American team. And one of those MVC cheerleaders also earned NAIA Cheerleader of the Year. KMVC's Carrie Patron reports on how a mobile cheerleader earned this title for the very first time.
I actually didn't know that it was an award, so I was very shocked.
From backyard tumbler to All-American, MVC cheerleader Carter McCord ended his second cheer season at Missouri Valley by taking the honors of being the Hearts and the NAIA's Cheerleader of the Year. McCord was named to the 2025 All-American First Team alongside his teammate Haley Stevenson, who was his second-team selection.
It's insane. I didn't get to try out last year, so it was really incredible getting that chance this year.
McCord started his cheerleading career as a freshman in high school after his friend convinced him to join.
I had done some round off back handsprings in parks and stuff, just to mess around. And then when my friend had found out about that, she was like, "Oh, you can tumble? Oh my gosh, we need you."
McCord is the second MVC cheerleader to earn Hart Cheerleader of the Year after Riley Mills, and the first to earn the NAIA's Cheerleader of the Year title.
It's always nice when you see your athletes and see, especially someone like Carter, who is so positive and so supportive and just really embodies everything you could ever want out of an athlete or a teammate. It's good to see someone like him being rewarded for everything that he does.
While this award came as no surprise to his coaches, McCord had a hard time believing it.
I was the cover of the article, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, look at that."
It wasn't clicking for him, and so I started reading it, and he was like, "Wait, what? That's a real thing?"
I actually didn't know that it was an award, so I was very shocked. All I could say was, "Oh my gosh," over and over again. I was just in shock. It was amazing.
It also speaks to how humble of a person he is, that no part of him even considered the fact that he might be in the running for Cheerleader of the Year.
McCord's mentality moving forward is now one of not setting limits to his abilities. Carrie Patron, KMVC News.
NAIA's Cheerleader of the Year is an honor that started in 2024 with 4 co-cheerleaders of the year. The Missouri Valley women's lacrosse team has doubled its win total from a year ago, taking a 4-8 records overall and a 2-5 mark in the Hard Conference into the final games of the regular season. 5 Vikings have scored more than 10 goals. That group is led by Haley Davis with 26 on the season. Missouri Valley wraps up the regular season on the road against San Ambrose on the 9th and at home against Midland on the 11th. The men's lacrosse team is on its 3rd coach in the last 3 seasons and are winless on the year at 0-6. The Vikings end their season with road games against San Ambrose and Columbia and a home date against Ottawa. There are many ways to find community at Missouri Valley, whether that be a sport, a club, or a sorority. KMVC's Colin Williams show how one group is welcoming anyone wanting to join them.
The Bridge Ministry held a revival service in the Malcolm Center. The revival was actually a student-led event where they sung worship songs, gave their testimonies of their relationship with God, and even led the service and gave their message to their peers.
They think money is just you should be poor, you don't need money, it's just you shouldn't have it, right? And there's a medium between that. The Lord has given us money so we can use it in a way that glorifies Him and use it for His glory, not our own glory.
It was really good to just get to tell people my story and where I came from, with the things I went through as a child and just in college and all those things, and that God took me out of all that, put me in this position to be able to, be a vessel for Him and speak on His name, and hopefully.
The Bridge has been a part of MVC since 2019. It's been a place for students to find their church home away from home, and a place for students searching for or looking to strengthen their relationship with God. In turn, the students become the driving force of the ministry and even become leaders in the ministry.
Students, they're really open and thirsty, and they're eager to learn. And my favorite part about it is whenever I give them the tools to do the ministry that God has called them to do, And then I just stepped back and I watched the magic happen, just like tonight with Riley preaching the word to a room full of people and his peers.
With 3 locations being Valley, Missouri, and Culver Stockton, the Bridge Collegiate Ministry has opened their doors to Maine students, and some students have found it as a way to express their story. Colin Williams, KMVC News.
Thursday, there will be a worship concert in the Eccleston Maybe Theater at 8 o'clock, hosted by the Bridge Ministry Large Group. The Missouri Valley College Repertory Dance Ensemble presented Create, a performance touted to take dance to the next level, through movement, passion, and emotion. From the 3rd to the 5th of April, students and the community were able to experience art and expression coming to the life on the stage. The performances took place inside the MVC's Eccleston Maybe Theater, and the event featured original choreography from students and faculty, showcasing a variety of styles ranging from contemporary to elements of modern and theatrical dance during the performance. The choreography demonstrated how every movement transmitted emotion along with the music. Missouri Valley's Students Affairs gave Valley's students a chance to unwind as the final stretch of the semester approaches, by sitting in front of the big screen. Students were given a choice to see one of 2 movies for MVC's free movie night. Students either saw the action thriller film Novocaine, starring Jack White, or the 2025 remake of Disney's first animated film, Snow White. With candy, popcorn, and drinks, students got a chance to watch a man who couldn't feel pain. And a classic, Fairy Tale. The next classic edition of KMVC News comes April 22nd. Thanks for watching. I'm Irene Exposito, and this is KMVC News.